Welcome to the second live session for the previous week, showing us what cycles we were in the previous week, what we experienced. This time this is on GU, many people's favorite pair, and my mentor's favorite pair, Steve Mauro. As you can see right here, the perfect levels that I had laid out, but then I'm going to remove all of it and start afresh. So for GU, what do we see that happened from the previous week? Firstly, we're going to check if the level was actually complete by the number of pips, by confirming if the number of value of the 3 times ADR was reached or exceeded. And that's 456 pips. That's the value of the ADR, of the 3 times ADR. So let's confirm if this cycle was complete. So as you can see, the number of pips for this cycle is 482 pips. That's the number of pips for this cycle. So clearly this number of pips exceeds the 3 times ADR value. So the cycle is complete. So we can safely draw out our levels and do all those things to mark our levels. So this is the peak right here, confirmed by the 13 and 50 cross there. Confirmed. This is level 2, confirmed by the let me draw it out, let me mark it. Let me use yellow. My grandmother's favorite was yellow. Two here. Let's draw it out. Come on. Okay. So as you can see, these are the perfect levels, level 1 up to 3 for the GU and you can also see here that the peak was low. This new peak that we're referring to, yeah, this level 3, it was confirmed by this peak low here, the crossover of the 13 and the 50 EMA. So after the cycle was confirmed, yeah, we see that the cycle was confirmed. It also broke in market structure. The market structure was also broken. You can verify it by the change there was a changeover in the from higher highs to lower highs and higher lows to lower lows. So that changeover only clearly confirms that the market structure was broken, and now we are in a downtrend. We are in a downtrend, and the market was now going to trend to the downside. As you can also see that, so with this 13 and 50 cross, it clearly confirms for us that the market is now in level 1. So we cannot draw this box perfectly because the level 1 is not completely been formed. So that's why I enlarged it like this. I'm supposed to move it because we cannot close. We don't know. We'll only be able to map it out once it is perfectly formed. So for now, it's not yet perfectly formed. So what do we see if we zoom in now? We see that the market was previously in a complete cycle. The cycle was broken, and it was broken after everything was met, that the cycle was confirmed and was now supposed to change. And also there is also a confirmation for the change because level 1 was confirmed to be placed by the 13 and the 50 cross, and by the market structure break indicates that the cycle ended, and we're now in a new cycle. So in this new cycle, on this H1 time frame, for determining the directional bias for the GBPUSD pair, after we now have our bias that we are now expecting price to go to the downside, to move to the downside. So for level 1, when we're in level 1, take note of this. When we're in level 1, we do not trade towards the peak. As Steve would refer it to, do not counter a DNC trade. Do not counter. We should not counter, or we should not trade towards the peak. We should trade against the peak in level 1, meaning that we are supposed to look for only sell trades, no buying when we are now going in downtrend. For this particular pair, no buying in level 1. Right now, we're not supposed to buy. We're supposed to sell. Selling only. So what are we now looking for? When the market's open, since price is still ranging within the same level with the 13 and 50 cross, that is level 1. So price is still in level 1, so we are not going to buy. We are going to look for sales, because we sell in level 1. We start considering buying or selling once we're in level 2. That's when we start trading the stop ones of level 1 or not. But for now, when the market's open, we're not supposed to take buys. We're not supposed to trade towards the peak. What is the peak? Someone may ask. Which one is the peak? Let me indicate it. This baby right here is the peak. was the peak. This is the peak. Yeah, this is the peak here. Right here. This is the peak. So you're not supposed to trade towards the peak here. You're supposed to trade away from the peak. So what are we looking for when the market's open? That's when we move to M15. M15. What's here on M15? On M15, what are we going to look for? We're going to be looking for stop and high and sell after the session, because we're still in level 1. So we're just going to look for something like this. This is the aging session, right? This is for Monday. And price is going to come in. Price is going to be accumulating range. Okay, sorry. Price is going to be ranging. Price is going to be ranging in this aging box right here. If it's accumulating, then it is going to give us. We're going to look for this particular structure. And this is stop and to the high, then shift. This is basically what we'll be looking for. Then our trades will be here. On the second leg here, on the 13 MA close on the second leg here. So after we'd have seen railroad, either a railroad candle pattern, either a railroad candle pattern like this. Either we're going to see a railroad candle pattern on the second leg here, so we're going to enter the trade here after the 13 MA, after price is closed below the 13 MA, and the price is going to shift off into level 2. That's what we're expecting on this particular pair on GU, unless the market gives us otherwise. We'll see that. How will we see that the market is giving us otherwise? The market will either going to give us a stop and to the low. That's when we'll start to question our analysis. Market will give us a stop and to the low, or it might then suddenly start dropping. So then, if it starts by giving us a stop and to the low, we'll now be waiting for a bounce off the Asian range 00 level, or the Asian range middle level, or the Asian range 100 level. So we'll be expecting price to give us stop onto the low, bounce off here, then continue down, or stop onto the low, bounce off the 50, off the AR 50, and bounce back down, or stop onto the low, bounce off the AR 100 and to the low. It's a bit clustered. So I hope you get what I mean. 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 That's what we'll be expecting in for this pair on Monday. Yes, something like that. To the low side here, just like that. And the entry will be on that red line there. Simple as that. So we'll be looking for on Monday. That's what we'll be looking for on Monday. That's what we'll be looking for on Monday from there. So we're just going to wait for the EMAs to be cleared, either be bounced from, or they are cleared, or like the price close completely above it or below them. That's the clearing. And also we should also pay particular attention to the blue tracer, this dotted line here, this dotted line there. We should pay particular attention to that. It's also crucial. That's the second high from the initial high or initial low of the day. So it also has to be cleared for Monday for us to enter into the sell trade. So we should be having our charts aligned like this. So our H1 will be there, vivid, and our M15 will be here, next side by side, so that we just have the overall view of what's happening in the market. So the M15 should be a bit larger, a bit bigger, so because we'll be focusing more on it. So yeah, that's how it is. Just like that, guys. Simple as that. That's what we'll be expecting. If otherwise happens, we don't trade, we wait for confirmations in the other way. But for this particular way, unlike in GJ, we don't have a reset. We likely don't have a reset. If we're going to have a reset, yeah, the price, according to the golden rule for the reset, the price was supposed to be for the 1 hour time frame. The price is supposed to reject from the menu, from this area right here, from this white, from the 200 EMA here. This way price is supposed to bounce off from, for us to start expecting that a reset might likely to be formed, unlike in GJ where price is already at the 200 EMA. But for this particular pay, price is not yet reached 200 EMA. So, and the price also completed its cycle. Like in GJ, it didn't complete its cycle, and for this one, it did complete its cycle. So, I guess we're going to be seeing with the market open. But then that's what we expect. So I am expecting price to drop to the 200 EMA here, if it's going to choose to just reset anyway. Even though it completed a cycle, they can do that. That the market makers, they want the market to just wait for confirmation and not patterns when we trade with them. So this might happen, or may just surprisingly break. They may just surprisingly break the 200 EMA and continue falling to the 800 EMA, thereby completing the cycle or getting into level 2 or level 3 here to this all the way to this level here. So it's also a possibility. There are both possibilities. We trade possibilities, then we just wait for confirmation, then we execute. We are not stuck to a particular mindset or to a particular trade opinion. We shift and we change according to the market makers, because we trade along the market makers. We don't trade against them. So for the 50-minute time frame, is the 800 EMA that we're expecting rejection from, for us to start considering a reset coming into play. So, and we are just doing that because of the correlation between GEJ. But then for this pair, it completed its cycles and it has every right to continue falling down, to continue to complete its levels to the downside. So we just have to see on Monday. That's the only way for us to find out. So according to history, during this time, the market makers take holidays and volatility will be so low, the volume will be low, and there will be a lot of manipulations. So we just need to trade with caution, with extra caution, because risk is really important. We should put our risk reward ratios in play, and you take extra risk measures so that we protect our balance and we grow our balances. So for 30 pips here, we will be trading. 30 pips is not that much that the price will not be able to move that way. No, our 30 pips will be waiting for us, whether it's during the holidays or not. The market makers are available or not, because our patterns will forever be forming. They will not stop to be formed. So for those who are going to be asking about mentorship, you know where to get rid of me. My Telegram, the Telegram channels, just check there. There's my contacts. If you don't want mentorship, you just want the resources, everything is there in the channel, everything is there on the Telegram, on the YouTube, everything is just everywhere for free for you guys. But then if you just want the mentorship, that would be the best option. Either way, you can just get rid of me, then we'll talk the terms of the mentorship, then we'll get started with it before 2021. So thank you for joining. This is the end of the GBPUSD analysis, weekly analysis.